Today, we are joined by a truly creative force, Nadia Vukikovich, the founder of Creative Collective and Nadia Films. Nadia has built a thriving creative agency in Los Angeles, working with artists, filmmakers, and brands to bring bold, original ideas to life. And now, she's expanded her vision with the official launch of Creative Collective New York, a hub for collaboration, storytelling, and innovation. We'll be talking to her about her journey as a founder and a filmmaker. Nadia, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Well, thank you so much, Joey.
So how do the local artists and brands, how would they get involved with Creative Collective in New York?
Yes, well, we're easily, you can find us. The best way I would say is call my cell, text me, or you can go on our website and look at our work. It's creative-collective.us. Then our other website is nadiafilms.com. That's been around for a while. And then, of course, my email is nadia@nadiafilms.com.
Are you seeing more bigger brands that approach you, or brands in general that approach you, wanting to push more towards social and less towards TV ads or anything like that? And it's like, hey, we just want a stripped down thing just for TikTok, and how do you adapt to that sort of thing?
Yeah, no, we get a lot of those requests. And what we always try to do is tell them, okay, what is the objective? What do you ultimately see, your brand or this particular, say you're doing a promotion of something happening, like we did a nail art salon for two young ladies that, broke out on their own and wanted to have their own nail salon, and it was all non-toxic, and one was really into like nail art, the other one was into like doing foot facials, which I think anyone who runs or walks the streets of New York or anywhere should get a foot facial every day or every week if you can.
A foot facial?
A foot facial. Like a facial that, women and men, of course, get as well, but on your actual feet with the steam.
So they like do the whole thing, the peel,
oh, yeah. Oh, my. And your feet feel like a baby's butt.
You probably feel amazing after that.
Oh, you do. You start your day and you're in the best mood ever.
Now really? Now I know what to get Joey.
So, yeah, we were able to do that. I think it was like a day or two, a shoot, maybe a day and a half. And, she got over 2,600 views already with one of them. Yeah, and I hired this other guy who normally does carpentry on film sets. He just threw his drone up, around Santa Monica, got some like monument like the pier and, some of the promenade, some of the, those key historic things that really identify immediately that you're in Santa Monica. And, she did her mother's promotion. So those are smaller businesses that we can help out. But then we also have like a Paul Mitchell, say that they're, doing the school for like training how to cut your hair, how to do a perm. It was 120 videos shot in like 1 week at Smashbox Studios. And then each video, is like at least 20 minutes long. So that's a long format to cut. My husband, he does a lot of work with automobiles. I've worked with Toyota as well and GMC and Pontiac in the past, but he's really he does a lot of XR stuff. So that's extended reality. And that came about during COVID when, clients didn't want to travel. We drop them in whatever background on those XRs. Say they could be standing in Times Square and they're shooting down in Orange County somewhere. Right. Learn how it works first before you get on set. And always I tell people, if you can do a test day, do a test day. It's so worth it. If you talk to the client and you work it out with them, like, look, we have a 5-camera setup and we have a jib arm and we have motion control, we really just want to test it out and make sure everything's working, everything's in sync. And, especially if you have one shot to get something. And even when you're on shooting on location, like we happened with America's Family, that film did really well at the Dances with Film Festival back in 2022. We had to shoot an actual real live protest with all the LAPD everywhere. And this guy, the DP, was going to fly a drone. I was like, you can't fly a drone. He was coming from Mexico. I said, look, you have to have a license to do that. And can you believe he flew it without me doing at one point? He was so quick.
Guerrilla style.
Yeah, exactly. Guerrilla style.
Right on.
So what's next for Creative Collective?
Well, we're really hoping earlier, like I said, to get more business coming in. Mm-hmm. My business partner, Rob, also has some things, hopefully on the slate back in LA with a client in Orange County where he does a lot of AI work as well now. And I think he, if I may say so, not to toot his own horn, but he does them pretty tastefully, and he's very particular about, how he does them. And sometimes you have to generate it multiple times before it does what you want. But don't be afraid of AI. Just use it to make you look better. This is like when we're doing an actual pitch, and before you do an animatic used to cost upwards of $30,000 to $60,000. We just have AI generate it, and it makes it easier for them to understand what they're looking at and visualize. Because some clients are not visual people. They can't imagine what it would look like, or if they use such and such celebrity to represent their brand. And so we use it as a tool to enhance what we're already presenting and to get it to sell faster, but always with a disclaimer that we're not by any, form or shape saying we're going to be able to do this in an AI for you. We can do this with real people, hiring a real crew, and this way we put more people to work. But if you want to do a scene where you have someone jumping out of a plane and he doesn't feel comfortable, or he broke his leg the other day skiing or what have you, sure, no problem. We'll just do that one in AI and turn him around the other way. We see his gorgeous butt instead, coming off the whatever it is, right? Or if a woman is pregnant and she has to jump out of a helicopter, right? If it's an Ana de Armas, right, who's dating Tom Cruise now, and she's, all of a sudden found herself knocked up and doesn't want to do a specific scene. Hey, that's cool. Don't worry. We got you. we got AI.
Yeah, there you go.
And in the end, when you cut it all together, it's only a few seconds. Right. Then you go back to her gorgeous face and you see her,
Yeah, I totally agree.
So what does success mean to you at this stage of your career? And where do you see yourself going globally, like, in the future?
Yeah, that's so sweet. Well, I always tell people success means different things, right, to everyone. And we're all unique, amazing human beings, right, created in our own amazing, unique way. Like my best friend will tell me, Charles's unofficial godmother, Laura Harper, she helped me raise my son. And so for me, I'll eternally be grateful for her. The times that I had to leave town and I was torn and I was still maybe even breastfeeding, she'd take him and she'd raise. And this is the village that I'm talking about,
Yeah.
And it could have been anyone. It could have been a next door neighbor who happened to be a guy, but those folks that volunteer and are willing and offering, I think those for me, like seeing a child being raised up, by a village, right, of folks, that for me is a huge success, just as much as it is, winning an award, or like the docu-series, on Powerful and Inspiring Asian Women, the first one on Mira Chai that's won 16 awards. I never expected that, including Best Documentary and Best Female Director, Best Empowerment Film.
We have to have you come back because you are so interesting. And
thank you, Joey. Sorry, I'm
No,
very verbose. But when the company's good
It's
and
awesome.
the questions are amazing, and you clearly did your research, so my hat's off to you as well.
Once again, before we do leave, I just want everybody to be able to get to your website.
Yes,
So-
absolutely. It's nadiafilms.com, and the other one is creative-collective.us.